What's going on, guys? Arcade here with another Rainbow Six Siege video for you guys. Today I want to talk about mouse and keyboard on Siege. It's a very popular conversation in this community. For the most part, when it comes to consoles, Xbox, for the most part, I can't speak for Sony because I don't know their policies on mouse and keyboard, but for the Xbox side of it, for Microsoft, they want to build a bridge between PC and console. So there's a lot of integration between the Xbox One and the PC. There's so much integration with that. A lot of the Xbox exclusives are also PC games, which is why people use that comment that Xbox doesn't actually have any exclusives, because most of their games are on PC. So there's so much integration between the two that Xbox feels like keyboard and mouse on console is a good thing, not a bad thing. They even make keyboards and mouse for consoles. For Xbox, there's Xbox brand mouse and keyboards. They brag about it, they market it, they advertise for it. But when it comes to certain games, mouse and keyboard isn't a widely appreciated, widely accepted thing, especially in games like Siege. Ubisoft themselves have said mouse and keyboard on console is cheating. Now Xbox, again, they don't really consider that. So when it comes to their policies, they allow developers to set what their rules and their regulations and policies are for their games. So if Xbox says mouse and keyboard is okay, but Ubisoft says mouse and keyboard is cheating, that's okay for both sides. It's supposed to go, well, Ubisoft says it's cheating, so for Siege, it's cheating. But for other games, Xbox can go, but it's not cheating for this game. We okay with PC with mouse and keyboard for Halo or Gears of War. But Siege is a game that's very, very dependent on accuracy. How good you are and how bad you are is hugely dictated by how good your aim is. You can be a badass at any shooter in the world, but if you can't aim in Siege, you won't do good in Siege, because your aim has to be pinpoint, has to be accurate. There's a huge difference between a headshot and a leg shot. And this isn't Call of Duty where you can just shoot someone in the knees and all of a sudden, yeah, I got the kill. This is a game where you want to get headshots. You want to get, if you can't get that at the least, you want to get body shots. Where you hit your bullet in Siege matters. So accuracy matters, and when it comes to mouse and keyboard, you are more accurate with mouse and keyboard than you are with a controller. That is a well-known fact when it comes to those two things. When it comes to PC versus console, every PC gamer will tell you PC players are more accurate because mouse and keyboard allows them to be more precise with their aim. So you have that on consoles. You have people who are using mouse and keyboard. They have an advantage over controller players. So if you're using a controller to play Siege, and you go up against a mouse and keyboard person, they have an unfair advantage over you. And it's unfair not because Xbox allows it. It's unfair because Ubisoft says it's cheating. It's not my words. It's not Get Flank's words. It's not Project Pete's word. It's not Rogue9's word. It's not any of these other Siege YouTubers' word. It's Ubisoft's word. To them, keyboard and mouse and Siege on console is cheating. So if you're doing it on console, and a lot of you are cheating. So the thought process for the community is it okay? Should we be like, oh, it doesn't matter, you can still kill people who are using mouse keyboard, get better aim and things like that? It's not even just about better aim, it's also reaction speed. When you have someone who's on mouse and keyboard, they can react faster to things happening in game than someone with a controller. Because your controller, you have input lag, you have to rely on the speed of your controller's reaction to you, the player. Mouse and keyboard doesn't have as much input lag, and it reacts faster. You can turn faster, you do your actions faster. So you can be in a situation where your friend gets down by Cav, and that Cav is being played by a mouse and keyboard user, and you and your friend are on controller. So your Cav has no idea that you're even coming. Cav has no idea that you're even there. So you get to where your teammate is about to get interrogated at. You ready to start shooting at Cav, and like that, Cav killed you. And you're confused, like, how did she react that fast without either hearing me, without seeing me, or being called out that I'm coming? She just knew the second she heard a bullet fly towards her, you were dead. It's because her reaction speed with mouse and keyboard was just that much faster. Even though you got the drop on that Cav, she's quicker on the trigger than you because she's using mouse and keyboard, or her player uses mouse and keyboard. So often, if you watch Siege videos on YouTube, you will see these topics of mouse and keyboard on console. Get Flame made one a couple days ago, which I'll link in the description box below if you guys want to check that out, where he talks about mouse and keyboard on console. And for the most part, it makes it to where you just don't play Siege on console because you're like, if I'm going to play against people on mouse and keyboard, I might as well just go to PC. Why play on PS4 if someone's cheating to get an advantage over me when it comes to mouse and keyboard? Why play on Xbox when someone's cheating to get an advantage over me, mouse and keyboard? I could just go to PC where we're all mouse and keyboards. And the reason why people do that, if you're someone who plays with controllers and you're trying to figure out why do players look for those kind of advantages? Why do people abuse ping? Why do people use glitches? Why do people use exploits? Why do people use mouse and keyboard on console? It's because they're bad players. The good players stay on PC. That's what they stay at. They conquer that domain. Good players stay on PC and they deal with that. Bad players from PC go to console because that's the only way they can be good. They go to consoles because if they're on PC, they're playing on an even playing field. So they're gonna have a worse chance at getting plat or getting diamond, even getting gold on PC because they're not that good with mouse and keyboard on PC. But they go down to console level and use mouse and keyboard against console players who use a controller. Now they can become golds, now they become plats, now they become diamonds because they have an advantage. It's the same thing when it comes to ping abuse. People who abuse ping, they're abusing, lag compensation. They're abusing the fact that if your ping is bad, people react to you slower than they react to them. Excuse me for fucking that entire sentence up. But basically, the way ping abuse works is if someone with a 300 ping sees me with 19 ping, everything that I do is being uploaded to them at a slower rate. So even though I'm doing one thing entirely different from what they see, they're seeing the last thing that I did at a later date. Example of that, say I'm walking through a hallway and on my screen no one saw me walk through that hallway, I'm 100% fine, a-okay, but I die. On their screen I'm still standing in front of that doorway that leads to the hallway, so they still see my after image, and that's what they hit because their ping is just now my character is just now getting rendered up to their platform, to their system. So people who abuse ping, they do it for that reason. And it's also how the people who play in foreign countries, they'll play on American servers so they can get that advantage. And GiveFlink has a way better video than I can ever talk about when it comes to EU players playing on North American servers, when it comes to the fact that EU and North America has different rank systems. So if you're gold in EU, you're not ranked in America. So you can get platinum in EU, then go to America and redo your rank all over again, reverse boost and all those kind of things. So the moral of the story is when people abuse glitches, abuse ping, abuse mouse and keyboard on consoles, they're just cheating because they're not good at the game. They're cheating because this allows them to get an advantage over other players. So that's kind of the whole point of cheating in general in sports, cheating in video games. It's because you're not good enough, so you need an advantage to get ahead of the curve, ahead of who actually is good. And you can't entirely eliminate that at all. You can say they should come out with this patch, that patch. It doesn't matter what you patch, what you fix. You can eliminate keyboard, mouse from consoles. People are still going to look for ways to abuse the game. People will look for ways to cheat the game, and there's always going to be a way to exploit a cheat. Doesn't matter what developers do, there's always going to be a way to cheat. Same thing when it comes to sports. You can have the best drug testing ever. There's always going to be a way to get around it and cheat. So my question to you guys as we wrap up this video is, are you okay with these kind of exploits? Are you okay with mouse and keyboard on console when it comes to a competitive game where the keyboard gives one player an advantage and another person a disadvantage? Are you okay with people being able to abuse their ping? Do you think Ubisoft should legit have a sit down with Xbox and Sony and talk about, hey, you need to do something to prevent this from happening? Because Ubisoft can't do it on their own. They don't run Xbox, they don't run PlayStation. They can say this is cheating, but for the most part it has to be a group decision between those three companies, and hey, we need to figure out a way to prevent people from being able to use mouse and keyboard on your platforms. So to me, I think it's cheating. I think it's Ubisoft themselves said it's cheating. I think if you needed to figure out a way to get ahead of the curve in any video game or any sport, you are a scumbag and a cheater. I do everything fair. I don't screw my ping is my ping. I don't screw my ping. I don't play on other servers. I don't play on Western servers. I don't play on UK servers. I don't play on any other servers other than American servers. I don't do any kind of exploits. I don't go on YouTube looking for glitches and hacks on how to do things in Siege. I do things fairly, and a lot of you do the same thing. Cheating is a minority thing when it comes to gaming, but it happens and it sucks, and it makes people lose games where they don't want to lose. And Ubisoft, they're one of the best at trying to figure out how to prevent cheating, how to prevent boosting, how to prevent any kind of exploits that they deem to be cheating. So they're very good at that, and Ubisoft doesn't get enough praise when it comes to how they handle community-related situations. But with all that said, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Leave any thoughts, have a comment section below. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.